Hey class. So a lot of people still had questions about the notes, including and people missed the notes. So here's a video recap of day one notes for you. So the first concept I want you to understand is that music is made up of layers. Okay, different layers stacked on top of each other creates an actual piece of music. We can label these layers in the three categories. You can also identify them by their instrument, but the three main layers of a piece of music are melody, counter melody, and accompaniment. Okay. Um the easiest layer to understand, I think, is melody, because that's the part of the song that you sing. Alrighty, so now we can get into some words, musical terms we use when we're talking about the melody. One term we use is the theme. The theme is the one most single important musical idea in a piece of music. Okay, the theme is going to define what that piece of music sounds like. Okay, you might sing the theme. It's often in the melody line, the melody layer. Okay, in a piece of music, we can label the theme with a letter. I'm gonna choose A. That letter A, that's a section of the music where the theme is being played, right? So the only difference between the theme and the motive, a theme is an entire section of a piece of music that we can label with a letter. You will not label a motive with the letter because it's not an entire section. So a motive is shorter. A motive is a lot shorter than a theme. Oftentimes it's going to be no more than 5 notes. Okay, that's the most amount of notes you'll see in a motive usually, but no rules are set in stone. The only other thing you really need to understand from the notes is that there are 3 actions a composer can use after creating when creating a piece of music. So first, you have to start with a musical idea, right? If you're going to create a piece of music, let's call that musical idea A. That's our theme. It's in the melody. The only thing I can do after A is I can do another A. That's called repetition. I can start with A and then I can play A again, but do something a little bit different. Okay, change something in the A so it doesn't sound exactly the same. That symbol there is called a prime symbol, but that's called variation. And then I can start with A and then I can do something completely different, like put a new letter B, and that is called contrast. Okay, so the only other thing now that you have left to do is to find an example of these 3 ideas in a piece of music. So I want you to put a link in your day one notes to a piece of music that you like. It can be any piece of music as long as it's school appropriate. Tell me if I'm listening for repetition, variation, or contrast, and then put a timestamp of where that happens. Where do you hear something repeated twice in a row, or something repeated and it kind of sounds the same, or where you hear something and then they do something completely else? You're gonna put that link in. So here's my link, and then put in a timestamp. So you're gonna look under the video and find the numbers of where you are in the video. It's gonna look something like number, 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 and then tell me where you started. Where should I start to watch the video? And then 2, where should I end watching the video? And you're gonna do that 3 times. Okay, 1 for repetition, 1 for variation, and 1 for contrast. Alrighty, if you have any more questions, let me know, please. This is the main idea of what we're gonna be talking about, though, moving forward. Yeah, remember to hit that like button and smash that like button, and have a fun day and recorder day.